The Biden administration has now sent more than $2 billion worth of military aid to Ukraine since the Russian invasion, including small arms, Javelin anti-tank weapons and Stinger anti-aircraft missiles. But this latest consignment marks a significant increase in that assistance, reflecting the view in Washington that the threat of Russia retaliating against the West is lessening as the war in Ukraine grinds on. Among the weapons on their way will be howitzers, along with 40,000 artillery rounds. Arriving with these will be 10 counter-artillery radar systems to help the Ukrainians detect and track incoming Russian mortars, artillery and rocket fire. It's believed the US will bring a small number of Ukrainian troops out of the battlefield to be trained and then send them back in to instruct others. The US is also sending air surveillance radar and a further 300 Switchblade drones. For the first time, Ukraine will also be receiving aircraft, with Washington sending around a dozen Soviet-era Mi-17 helicopters, known to NATO as the HIP. These had been earmarked for the Afghan government before it fell to the Taliban last year. America is also sending more Javelins, plus thousands of anti-armour systems. The consignment also includes hundreds of vehicles, among them armoured personnel carriers and 100 Humvees. One item on the list that's a little more obscure is mention of some unmanned coastal defence vessels. Back in 2019, the US Marines tested this 40-foot-long drone ship fitted with a Hellfire missile launcher and a remotely operated .50 caliber machine gun. But as yet, there's no details on exactly what boat is being sent to Kyiv. Along with the bigger hardware, the US is also sending NBC suits, medical equipment and large amounts of body armour and helmets. Thousands of optics and rangefinders are also on their way, plus a consignment of explosives and demolition equipment.
Claymore! Claymore! Claymore!
Also going are CLAYMORE anti-personnel mines, which are not prohibited under the Mine Ban Treaty if they're used in command-detonated mode. It's also emerged that the Pentagon has met with chief executives from 8 of the biggest US defence manufacturers to discuss ramping up production of weapons to help Ukraine. Simon Newton, Forces News. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.